Hello. Oh, come here. Hello. So I wanted to make this a little quick video because I have to quickly go to bed because I have a morning shift before I so basically I just got off at 11. Got to go back in at need to be there by 6, but I need to be there early, so I have to get up in like 4 hours. Well, 5ish hours. Anyways, so I wanted to make a quick apology video. So this week we did not have a Nancy Drew, and that is because it has been nonstop hell on my end. I have been able to get some Bolt stuff up. I've been trying to keep up on streaming. So I wanted to make sure at least that was going, because that's versus this. That one's already at, well, it keeps jumping back and forth between 39 and 40, but it's most likely somebody who's like, hey, I'm a follow because, hey, here's a link to something, or hey, come follow this person. It's annoying, but all I know is it's doing better than this channel, so it's kind of a priority. Let me try to move. I'm trying to make it so you can't go blind. Let's just go ahead and have a little sleepover while you're here. Basically, my job has given me a lot of problems recently. Basically, there was a lot of stuff that I was not told about. So basically, my job is a cleaner at a high school, and it's unionized. I'm not a part of it by a full-time member. I'm covered by the contracts they make and sign, but I have no say-so. I have no part to play in the actual union itself. But the issue that is with that is they made a stupid rule where you can't get a hold of a packet that holds rules that you gotta follow. Which means I didn't know the full extent of what I was supposed to do. And one of the dumbest rules of this contract, which, I'm not gonna completely rip on because it's better than the alternate, which is get in trouble for whatever days I call off. Basically, I had a lot of sicknesses this school year, and I also ran into car issues. And I fully explained to myself and, came completely off honestly. And I came up to 14 days, and apparently in that stupid packet, it says you cannot use more than 9. So I got a write-up, which is strike 1 of 3 strikes. And it's not a pat on the back and do stuff. It's just, this is my warning. I do it again, there's consequences, and the third one is termination. But basically, it is such a stupid rule because I'm given sick days. I used those sick days. I did it properly because 8 of those were actual sick days, but I get in trouble for using them. And even though they were properly used and I couldn't do anything about them, I'm getting in trouble. So my problem here is I'm going to probably have to, in the next coming year, find a new job. I was going to try to hold on to this one until I can get situated, because I need to get a new car, I need to move, I have to get some savings going. I also want to eventually start going and buying my own home. I'm still in debt. Not by a lot. I mean, $2,000 is still a lot for someone that barely makes, I think, not even 30 grand. Like my job, I'm suggested to be making 45 a year, but with things that get taken out of my money, that is not what I walk away with. So basically, it's hey, we need you to stop doing this. You mean the thing that I can't stop doing because it is sicknesses and it is covered by my days that you guys give me. Well, we're going to get you in trouble no matter what. Um, but basically, not only am I'm on strike one, but I was told recently that this also stops me from moving and doing better. Like there's promotions coming because so there are several people retiring because they're at their 30 to 35 to 40 year stuff. This is so stupid. And there's also people who are wanting to change jobs because they felt like they've been getting targeted, which, you know, some of those people have had problematic ideas because everyone's different. Everyone wants to use things their way. Hey, I want to have a sick day just so I can have a day off. And I think that's kind of what made this a problem that marked me on this list. But there's a lot of people moving, and in the next 6 months, I cannot apply for any of this stuff. And that not only pisses me off royally, but that also means I've been told there won't be another position for at least another 5 years. So I'm going to be locked into this. Not only am I going to be getting pushed to not be sick, which I can't help, but if anything comes up, I'm not allowed to use days. And basically I have to use days that I use for personal time, like personal days and vacation days when I want to do something for me, and they're not really allowed to say no against those, but apparently I have to use those somehow, some way, if I know I'm going to get sick. So, that's nice and fun and stupid. But, basically, so I got in trouble, got a write-up. I am not able to climb the ladder, which also, I'm happy because I'm being poked at by my higher-ups. Like, hey, you want to be able to do better and get higher? Well, we're not going to let you do that because even though it's not your fault that this is happening, you're getting in trouble for it no matter what, and we're going to, lock you to the floor on this one. And a thing that it looks like is the union that protects us for these days, getting more money. Our positions aren't so fireable. They have to go through steps and loopholes before they can get to us. That looks like it's in trouble, and they're coming to people who barely make enough money to live to make up for the mistakes of not. Basically, unions are good and bad. They are good for people like actors and writers and stuff because those people need that stuff because the big corporation will walk over them, and for the most part they actually are a union and will help one another to make sure their jobs are secure and they can't do this, can't do that. This union is so BS that basically it is the people who are heads of it go and talk, do what they need to do, protect certain things. Of course, people who are full-time members who pay for it get a say-so if it's okay or not and put some days. But the issue is, I've been told multiple times by multiple members, there is no meetings about anything. If there's a problem, it'll never be raised unless they talk through personal means, which is dumb. I know, you're trying to talk to a union member through stuff, but it needs to be brought up in a meeting because if one person's having a problem, it might be another person's problem later down the line or currently. So if this is a problem constantly coming up, these are things that need to be put in contracts, written down, especially with this stupid 9-day thing with the sick days. This is something that has so many loopholes that the Board of Education can use to target people like me who can't really help it. And basically they're putting me in a corner and say, you move one freaking inch and you're going to be in trouble, is basically what a lot of these stupid wordings are. And it's they made a whole thing of just like, you want all this stuff to be protected, we need you to give us money and join us. And it's like, no. No. I'm personally me, no. This not only pisses me off, that not only can I not move up the ladder that I've been basically promised, but I'm in trouble for something that, one, I was not informed about, and two, it has it's something that I couldn't really stop because it is something that I'm using properly. So there was that. My mom gave me a scare. I don't want to get into it because it's her stuff, but basically she was going to get needing a place to stay, and it sounded like she was going to be here for a few months, and I had to basically run out of bed, go get something done, then go and get her. Well, go and get some stuff and all that, and within like 3-4 hours, it was thrown away. And I'm like, okay, thanks for giving me a scare. And, my entire life was going to be changed in, within a few hours. But at least it didn't go up to where it was. But my life is still needing to be changed. Basically, I'm in a state of confusion, is what I can say. Between work basically backstabbing me, and it's not even just higher ups, it's the people that are supposed to protect me, be on my level, kind of help me fight for what our job means and what it can do. And basically their words that they made to protect themselves are coming to break my legs and hold me under some water, and I feel like I'm not getting a second to breathe right now. As long as nothing comes up, there should be a Nancy Drew in the next 2 weeks. So I normally do an hour session per time I jump on, and that's normally good for about 2 weeks. I need to actually do a 2-hour session to kind of make up for what I missed. I'll probably do that, do a 2-hour session, because this weekend I am pushing to do absolutely nothing. I'm so tired. I'm not gonna lie. I've been busy with running with people, trying to get worried about moving. Now I have to worry about getting a job. It's just been something else, people. But yes, I am sorry for missing out on Nancy Drew. I've made a concept of possibly video essays. I have one coming up in May for Dokkan Battle, because I'm finishing up on that. I did what I could in April, and then once April's over, I'm done with it. I'm doing a video essay, and then I might do some stuff if I want to, but I think I might retire from that game. I'm trying to find time to do other stuff. I need to get... there needs to be a new change in life, because with all this effort I put through, there's so many people who's already broken the floor beneath me, and currently it's getting shaken and might fall apart at any second right now. So basically, I need to be on my tippy toes. Of course, when I have time off and time to myself, I'll try to keep up on Bolt and SB Studios and, Twitch. But it's a problem. And then one last thing is the biggest thing that got me through a loop this weekend that would have got me from stopping getting Nancy Drew was poor Nicorino, my co-host basically on Twitch, who's a moderator. He has so basically he went through a temp agency to try to get a job that was $18 to $19 through a factory job, and he was going through it. He had everything ready. He went and bought a bunch of supplies. He had everything set. He went to go do his thing, and just like me, got sick and couldn't. Well, he went to the thing, but his family works there, and they told him about being sick, and they sent him home. And basically, on top of that, his brother got sick, and basically, right after all this sickness, the entire temp agency was removed from that factory. So all this setup, all this money spent was for nothing. And what's sad is he had $1,000 put aside for um, a car, which we were trying to get him going. We're still trying to get him to get a license because he's epileptic. And we've been trying to work through that to try to get him his license. And it's so close right now, folks. But the thing is, it's getting a car. And once he gets a car, it can make my situation better because he's willing to move in and make it a little bit easier on me by sharing expenses. But the issue is he without that job, he already quit his previous one, which was at a Giant Eagle. So he had to go running around finding something. I had to give him $100 for some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and he had to, just to make up some bills. And now he's kind of struggling. I'm happy that he's out of that place, but it's just now he's back at another place that's miserable. And like all jobs can be miserable, but the biggest thing about mine is while it is slightly easy, and I got, some breathing time, but I also make enough and I have health insurance, I have this, and it makes it well worth the work. But you have someone who can't, do this, can't do that, and they're stuck to a very small budget. That's when it gets problematic. So yeah, it's just, sorry again, trying to focus on the things that are actually doing well. Bolt is so close to the 500. I'm still sad that we're not pushing higher numbers after almost 10 years. But at least we're getting up there. It's slowly trickling. This channel, I think, finally got a new subscriber after a while. I need to start, going back to doing new things on Wednesdays to try to get more people throwing through here because Nancy Drew's not it. I think there's a dedicated fan base to that, and even they kind of come in and out. But I think I'm still going to keep doing it because I'd like to continue. I think once I hit a certain mystery, I might slow down on them to kind of like switch rails for a little bit. But we got some reactions possibly coming. I got some stuff I was told about. But yeah, it's just between work making it sound like I'm going to have to jump to try to find something. My friend had trouble with trying to get a new job. And what else? Oh, and then my mom giving me a scare. That was fun. So it was just not fun. So, I will see you guys Monday if nothing else happens. I'm going to start pulling some of these Markiplier things. I'm back again. I'm sorry. The plan. Of course, we're still pushing for other stuff. Like I'm going to be pushing for editing here soon. Because it looks like I am possibly going to have a lot more time here soon. I mean, the only thing that I'm going to have to worry about is possibly locking down a place to live. Like here is going to be fine if I just redo a contract unless I've pissed someone off that I haven't been told about. But I'd like to try to get closer to hometown that is. But anyways, I'm hoping to come up with something, maybe to kind of make up for it. I'll push for a full week worth of content. Maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do to kind of make up for it. All I know is we're going to be doing probably 2 hours a session to kind of make up for these next two Nancy Drews, to make up for the missing one. We got some reactions coming, so Friday we'll most likely have a video. And Wednesday. Wednesday, we might get a video essay done. I don't know. Because I'd like to try something else out for once. I mean, we also need to look for some nostalgic games, maybe some mobile games. I've seen a few come out, but I'm not holding it to it. But alright, so see you guys in the next one. I gotta go to bed. Bye bye.